Okay, we're going live. The Brainfold Man and his minions. Uh, Talking to the Brainfold minions, which are the people that come in here and watch my stuff, and therefore, if they watch my stuff, they should be called something. The Brainfold minions, and if you're part of this, and if you're in this channel, subscribed, then that, and if you're part of this channel here, or subscribed, uh, that would that would technically mean that you're a Brainsville minion. So let's get let's get this hullabaloo started. And yeah, okay. Uh, let's get this hullabaloo started, shall we? Um, Ariel, I okay. We're talking this. I okay. We're going down under the okay. We're going down into the sea here, like down to the ocean floor. Haley Bailey's The Little Mermaid, wait, which a lot of blokes, which a lot of blokes and blokes are making are saying that Haley Bailey, among others, have destroyed these characters. Okay, it was cute for a while, but now I'm coming down with the hammer. Make that the sledgehammer. The myth. Oh, it, Ariel is a myth. As we all know, or if we forgot about this, which I wouldn't be surprised a lot of people have, Ariel is a 16-year-old siren. Okay? Like let's get this straight. She's a mermaid, a siren. And she's I'm doubting very much that she was white originally in lore. In the Little Mermaid lore, uh, a a 16-year-old siren has been Disneyed and painted as a white siren that actually looks nothing like a siren. Surprisingly, looks nothing like a siren. And and the reason why I'm saying that is because she's black. Is that and I'm sure people are watching this going, huh? She wasn't white originally? Well, go figure. Um, if it has a if well, it's wrong. Well, I might. Well, we're right. We're kind of wrong. Like you're right. Like you're kind of right to argue the argument if she was white or black to begin with. Was but just a minute. Was she white to begin with? Yes. I. If you were watching, if if you were watching the Little Mermaid, the animated movie, she would she would appear to be white and black all at the same time. Let me explain. In the water is a deep, dark blue place. Okay. Now on land, she would be as white as a snowflake. In in the water, it's kind of a pasty brown. Okay. The heavy Have you ever stopped to think about that? And by the way, if I look like I've been drinking heavily, I have not. I just have a bit of a vampire eye, but I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it there. Um, and a, Ariel is the pursuit of her ancestor. A, a, Ariel is the pursuit opposite of her ancestors, right back to present day, or right back to like how many thousands of years, right? Like like I'm telling you right now, Ariel, Ariel, Ariel in real life would probably be back would be so dark in. I'm telling you right now that like Ariels are mermaids are just as old as pirates, and they're both like in, on the way out of being like they're both are on the way out of being mythical. You know, like seems like today everyone's a pirate or something of some kind. You know, but won't be that thing. So okay, let me tell you this, or let me ask you this: Who have you seen a mermaid lately? I thought you, I thought not, because I mean we can see mermaids all the time in movies and that, but this but that is a far cry from actually physically seeing a physical mermaid in uh, in real time. There could be there could be many colors: black, blue, green, barf green, like or alien green. But a Ariel would be close. Ariel, in the exception of where she is coming from, is not is not white. Is neither white or black. Her ancestors going to the very first siren, and we're talking thousands upon billions of years, eons. We're all blue. We're all black. Uh, when you think, or really dark brown, like have you ever thought of that? Maybe like have you ever stopped to think about that? Ariel's ancestors, right down to the Ariel's ancestors, are all black, and really, and in real life, and in real life, it, Ariel would probably be blacker than 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 uh, than than the dead of night. Not, and I'm not trying to get racist. Okay, I am getting racist. I am not trying to get racist. Mermaids or sirens were actually black to begin with, and it's not. And I'm not talking about the Pirates of the Caribbean movies either. I'm talking in real life. They're all dark. So it, so I wouldn't be the least surprised if you found Ariel in real life and saw she was black right off the bat. Like, it sounds cringy to think that Ariel was black to begin with, but no, no. But yes, I recently, in real life, if you could find her, she would she would be exactly the way Disney did not draw her out. Believe me, all black from her flippers to her tail, and she probably would have some gills here. You know, like think about it. The like when you look like when you look at this, what are you seeing? Probably the original, probably the original color of the original Ariel in real life, and that and that's if you could find her in real life. Hey, hey, oh baby, hey, Haley Bailey must have done some studying of mermaid lore before she even tricked us, and 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 I wouldn't be surprised if Haley Bailey mermaid lore did some studying in the mermaid lore before she tricked the role to be Ariel. I mean, Ariel's like seriously, you can put you you can pretend she's white, in the Disney perspective, the Disney canon, but hold it, is what wasn't she black? Not black. Wasn't she black to be? She would have been black in real life. She would have had sisters, and they were able to King Triton in real life. Like um, who's that fellow that is even older than any mermaid or merman? Uh, King Tut or no 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 uh like that mythical figure that was like Mount Olympus. Mount Olympus. I know, but but there would have been a figure like that. You know, not Davy Jones. That's not who I'm going for, but some, but someone like the king of all the mermaid, of all the mer people. Like so it's nobody, and there would have been an Ursula. Like in real life. A lot more, way more octopus, and less the way she was in the Disney in you know not the Disney canon Ursula, but the actual Ursula. You know, the octopus lady. Again, in real life, if you could find her, you probably would die of fright looking at her. And like I mean, we're talking about a human octopus. Think about it for a minute. We're talking about ocean life, and and Flounder would have been on the menu. Flounder and Sebastian. They, they both would have been on the menu in real life on Ariel's, on what Ariel would have been eating at the time. You know, Flounder and Sebastian would have both been like on the menu because, like, I mean, we're talking about bloody, like, we're talking about folklore here. We're talking about myth folklore. What a mermaid in real life wouldn't be being friends with a fish and a lobster, sorry, a crab. She'd be eating them. So do go, and then Disney goes and writes something else completely out of you know outside of that perspective, and makes her white. Okay, that's fine. that's fine for the movies and for Disney, but in real life, Ariel would have been blacker than black, you know, and less humany, you know, and more fish like. Mermaid people are fish with giant tails. Okay, like like people, like we all would have had time to forget about that. They're fish people. They're fish people jokingly made into that have been jokingly cartooned and put into a Walt Disney movie. It's trying, I'm not I'm not trashing on Disney. I'm not trashing on Ariel. I'm not trashing on anybody, and I'm definitely not being racist. I'm telling you the bare naked truth, the raw truth in how this would work, how this would not work in real life time. You know, like Ariel. Ariel would have been black with even a darker tail than than the rest of her body. You know, so come on, come on. Like Ariel would have been twice as black as this, and blacker in real time. And her tail, and her tail, and her tail would have been even darker than her upper half. You know, so come on. You know, like we can Disney. I mean, we can Disney Ariel to the point of where there's no return coming back. But you can't. But you can't. You can. But you can't escape the bare naked, raw folk or truth that Ariel in real time could be black. That's not be, that's not me being racist. That's me stating the truth that in real, you know, this is not about me being racist. This is about me telling you that it might be physically possible that in real time Ariel would be black. Like, look at the signs, right? Disney made a Little Mermaid and said let her be white. Okay, that's fine. That's great. I got no. Am I alive? Wow. I'm trying to stretch my face out here. Um. Oh. Well, it's getting there. I mean. Anyway. I didn't come here to. I did not come in here to talk about my eyes. Um. A like I mean Ariel would have been. You know the grapes. A, Ariel would definitely have been black in real time. And I'm gonna get and I'm getting just a little red lobster, and I'm getting just a little red around the neck with all these, with all these assumptions. Like, oh my God, Haley Bailey is doing a black Ariel. I'm really tired of that because Ariel, and I don't mean to repeat this, would have been black anyway. You know, outside of the Disney lore, outside of the Disney movies, and in real life. So it, so why is it such a surprise? Why is it such a darn surprise that everyone's going, like, why is it such a darn damn surprise that everyone's going, She's black. Why would that be such a surprise? To be like, she's black. Yikes. Yeah. No, she would have been black anyway. Again, sorry to repeat that. She would have been black anyway in real life time. Because, well, she she would have definitely been black in real life, and that's if you could find her real life, you know, duplicate. So why, like, yeah, I know the I kind of read in there. I'm I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. Um, I'm just saying you're wasting your time doing that because Ariel would have been that way in real life. So why should it be such a surprise if she was black in real life time? Uh, and then Haley Bailey comes down the pike and delivers what that would have looked like in the Disney verse and bring that real life and bring almost the real life element into that. Um, like it doesn't make sense. Like like it doesn't really bother me. It just makes for a gossip. It just makes gossip seem like it's an okay thing, and it's not. You know, like I'm telling you right now, if you went somewhere, I'm not even knowing what this ocean is, but it'd be one of the seven. I can tell you that. Um, and if you ever found Ariel in real life, uh, you would be very shocked to learn that. Oh my God, you were black this entire time. Think about it. Like this is not a monkey fly. This is not a monkey fly out of my rear end routine. Like this is not a monkey flying out of my arse kind of thing. It's not because that actually is real. You know. Uh, just trust me on this, all right? Um, sorry about that. Like I'm just saying, and like I'll end it here, but like I'm going to end it here, right? But let bygones be bygones. Let Ariel be black because in real life, like I mean, what's stopping Ariel from being black when she probably is black in real life? Like it'd be helpful. It'd be helpful to know. It'd be helpful and useful to. It'd be helpful to know that at one time or another there was an Ariel in real life. Maybe she's still out there somewhere, but she's been black the whole time. So just something it's definitely something to keep in mind. And it's definitely something to keep in mind, and it's definitely something to think about. Uh, if you know what I'm getting at, and if you can can follow, you know, because I I think I think that's something to think about and to consider. You know, like Ariel's black the whole time, and nobody said anything. You know, Ariel like Ariel is black was black the whole time in real lifetime. Like in real lifetime, Ariel was black the whole time. Only no one told you that. You know, you you just assumed she was white because of the Walt Disney movie. So you know, it's something to think about. It's something to think about, and it's something to consider. As I end this video and come back with another thing when I'm ready, and when I'm good for it. So yeah, it's something to think about, it right? And it's something to consider. Ariel was black the entire time in real life. So why should it be a surprise if Haley Bailey decides to do Ariel? Why would that be a surprise if the whole time in real life Ariel was black to begin with? Uh, yeah, it's definitely something to be considered. Anyway, I'll talk to you later, and I'll talk to you later. See you in the see you in the funny pages, and if I don't see you there, I'll see you in here. Bye for now.